Okay, welcome to my tutorial on how to hack chords in Logic. Now, I'm going to tell you two ways you can hack chords in Logic that are super simple and super easy to do. Now, the first one uses the scale quantize in Logic and is a really effective way of doing it. So if you just want to pull up a piano in Logic, so I've already got one up here, but I'll do it with you. So if you want to get the Steinway grand piano, and load that up, and if you want to press Command K to bring up the onboard keyboard, you play notes within Logic, which is quite great. So the first thing you need to learn in order to make these super cool sounding chord patterns is how to do this very simple little chord shape. So it's called a triad chord, but you don't really need to know that. So if you want to hit one white note, miss a white note, so don't hit that note, hit that note, miss another note, then hit the next one along, just on the white notes there, you got yourself a simple triad chord. And if you do that all along the, all along the keyboard there, you get a triad note on any of these, which is amazing. And if you play all the white notes, they'll all be in the same key. So they'll all be in the key of C major, which is amazing. It's what we need. So what you need to do is literally just make a simple chord pattern, whatever you want, just messing around with whatever sort of chords you want. This can also be done by just playing one note and then building up the chords in the MIDI. So if you want to get another MIDI clip, go Control, click, and then click Create Empty MIDI Region. And you can literally just pencil it in. So you do Command, then click, whatever you want. So that's the one white note. Go to the next one white note. So if that's the way you prefer to do it, that's fine. But the way I'm going to do it is through the onboard keyboard in Logic. So literally click the key metronome on, even click record. Probably not like that. This is a Chainsmokers song, which is great for this sort of what we want to do here. Obviously, super out of time. I'm a producer, I'm not a player. So if we just quantize that, which is over here, and now we need to go for another quantize. Move that along. Move them along as well. And if we select all the notes, and we go to this scale quantize over here. So if we go over here and then we click like F, and it'll be in the key of F major now. See, the chords are slightly different now, which is really great. So click natural minor. Already sounding amazing. Now go C sharp. Already another great sort of chord pattern there. A natural minor is the exact same keys as C major, so that'll sound exactly the same. But if you go to A major, which already sounds amazing. That's the first way of doing the chord pattern. Okay, so this is the second way of getting up a chord hack in Logic. This one's slightly more complicated, but has a lot more you can do with it. It's using the chord trigger, which is an absolutely amazing piece of software within Logic. So yeah, we're just going to go straight into it. So what you want to do is you want to get another piano sound up, because the default electric piano sound is a bit naff. So let's go for the Yamaha grand piano. Do Command K again to bring up the keyboard in Logic. what you want to do is you want to go over to the MIDI effects portion of the rack here, and then go MIDI effects and go for the chord trigger. This brings up this whole wonderful thing right here. So what you want to do is it comes up with this default sort of like house jazzy chord thing. So it just literally goes, which is absolutely amazing. And if you want to go into the presets, you can. So you've got lots of different things. You've got your parallel chords, you've got your guitar voicing. So that's like if you had, for instance, let's go for guitar open chords and get up an acoustic guitar. Go back to the chord trigger again, because it gets rid of it when you bring up a new instrument, doesn't it? That's the arpeggiator. Chord trigger. Go to multi again, guitar voicings, open. It's quite interesting. Now, if we go back to the piano again, bring up the Yamaha. Chord trigger. So lots of different things here, which is quite good. So if you want to like make your own sort of chord trigger, which I'd imagine if you're watching this tutorial, you might not be wanting to do that just yet, but if you did want to, you click learn, and then you click that, clear, click that, clear. So literally just click on the note that you want it to trigger, and then you go down to the output portion of the chord trigger. So you do that, that, and that, and then maybe go to another note, and then go that, that, and that, and then click off learn. Which is quite amazing, really. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to stay with the default patches within Logic. So the next thing you want to do is you want to record a little pattern, whatever you want. So turn the metronome on, and then nice little house sort of chord pattern there. If we bring that back up again, and then we quantize this. Now, what I want to show you is how to get this chord pattern, because as you can see here, it didn't actually record the actual chords. It recorded the trigger. So that's actually playing multiple notes, but it's only showing one note on the MIDI there. So what you would want to do is go to search and then type in MIDI, and then bring up audio MIDI setup. Click that, and now what you want to do is go to Window, Show MIDI Studio, click on IAC driver, and then make sure that the device is online. So if you just want to click that and make sure that that is on, because that's crucial to what you're going to be doing here. You want to click that off and click that off again. So what you want to do is duplicate that channel, and you'd want to change the instrument. So it's currently at the EXS24. Change that to a utility and an external instrument. Change the MIDI destination to an IAC driver bus 1, which is the one we just changed it to. So drag that out of the way, turn that off. Drag the chord trigger MIDI into the new external instrument here, and as you can see, there's nothing coming from it, which is what you want. So what you want to do now is click record on the Yamaha grand piano plugin and turn the chord trigger off, so no plugin, and then press record. And as you can see, it has recorded the chords into Logic, which you can use to mess around with and create whatever you'd want, which is a really great way of getting new and interesting chord patterns within Logic.